Hello, my dears. Today we will discuss about the only thing that matters in one's company's accounting. The life of an entrepreneur is not easy at all, especially here in Romania where the fiscal changes are changing from a year to another. Even if the change may not be so high or so difficult or so often, but sometimes they impact the business that somebody has here. So let's stick together and we will see what is the only thing that matters in one company's accounting, because it's really important to know what to do and what not to do. Okay, now let's see what do you need to pay attention to in your business, because as you may all know, the life of an entrepreneur is not so easy as you may think. Also, you cannot only focus on what you have to do, you also need to be really careful to some aspects, and these are legal aspects, because you need to know if the company is correctly set up, if you have all the shareholders with their updated informations, and so on. To fiscal part, because in some cases there are fiscal implications that also concerns your company and your activity. So you must be careful to fiscal changes as well, and not and in the end to accounting, because for example, if you are over some ceiling of turnover, tax on profit and so on, you need to know what are the penalties that you are facing, or what are the procedures that you must do now that everything is not in order. So as an entrepreneur, as I said, you need to focus also on legal matters, fiscality, and accounting issues. You also need to take care of some indicators that shows you the situation in which your company is. These indicators are basically the proof or the image of your business in front of the investors, in front of the banks, in front of the government, and so on. What are these indicators? Well, let's see. First of all is the turnover and the turnover value, meaning that a company that is growing needs to be really careful to the turnover and to see what are the ceilings that she needs to respect in order to have some tax system. Another indicator that you need to be really careful is the profit and the loss. The profit, it's really important to have, because only with profit you can obtain, or you can catch the attention of the investor, you can obtain some loans from the bank, and so on. And lastly, and basically we are dealing with the what you are discussing about today is the cash flow. The cash flow is the most important thing that matters in your company's accounting. Why I say this? Because without cash flow, or with negative cash flow, you cannot have a business that can develop. Basically, what is this cash flow and what does it mean? Concretely, the cash flow is represents the money that are coming in and coming out of the company. Basically, the difference between these two, the money that came in and came out, is the cash flow. Let's see how you determine the cash flow, because this is also important. And for this, it's really important to know what are the money that are coming in, basically the money that that are coming from the clients, from the investors, I don't know, other types of investments that are done in your business, minus the money that are going out from your business, payments for utilities, for suppliers, for merchandise, for goods, and so on. In the end, the cash flow is the difference between the money that are coming in and the money that are coming out from all the sources. And when I say sources, I mean, for example, for money coming in, clients, investors, non-reimbursable funds, loans from the bank, and so on. And the money that are going out, meaning suppliers of goods, suppliers of services, any type of expense that a company might have. Maybe you are wondering why I'm talking now about the cash flow. What is the purpose of this video with the cash flow? Let me tell you that there are several reasons why the cash flow is considered the most important thing in the life of a business. And I will give you only 3 reasons, but you can find many more. Reason number 1, the cash flow is considered the blood of a company's operations. Why is that? Because the cash flow is the indicator that reflects the best the financial problems that a company may face, even from early stages, not when it happens. For example, most entrepreneurs are guided for the growing turnover without looking or monitoring the money that are coming in from the invoices that they issue. So they might have the turnover in really big growth, but they can have negative cash flow and they can be in really difficulty to pay some expenses. Reason number 2, cash flow basically helps you to see how well your business is operating and how well you can support the payments and the collection, the payments out of your company, and how is the collection process. In addition, knowing the cash flow and the money that you can rely on may allow you to identify your potential problems, let's say, may help may tell you how to solve those problems and how to operate further your business. Or in the end, it may help you to make some investment. Why not? And last but not least, reason number 3, the cash flow helps you to keep the business alive and even expand it, because in any time you can know if you have money to invest in other businesses that can give you another cash flow or not. So these are the 3 reasons that cash flow is so important in a company's accounting. Basically, a healthy business starts with a healthy cash flow and a positive cash flow. Here are some strategies that you can adopt in order to improve your cash flow. One, manage collecting the money and payments by fast invoicing, because it's really important. If you are done with the service, it's really important to issue the invoice in the next 1 to 3 days and not to give too many days for the payment. It's really important to have the invoice issued immediately after you finished, otherwise you can delay the whole process. Of course, it's really important to monitor the receiving of the money from your client. It's not enough just to issue the invoice, but you will not look further for the receipt from the client. And also, you can negotiate some payment terms. If you have a bad client which is not paying you on time, maybe it's really important to see if you can adjust and adapt the term of paying. So just need to discuss with it. Number 2, optimize inventory and procurement. What does this mean? It's like this. Do not put in your storage goods that are no longer good on sales, meaning that they cannot be sold immediately. You need to permanently see what are the goods that can be sold or cannot be sold. Also, you can negotiate some terms with your suppliers in this case to give you a few more days to pay all the invoices. Number 3, it will be like this. You can reduce expenses. For this, you need to analyze your costs to see what are your unnecessary costs and what are not really okay with you, and to find a way to reduce them. Negotiate the contracts as well. You can have suppliers for some services or for some expenses that you can negotiate with them to see if you can have better conditions. Number 4, increase of the revenue, of the income. How you can do this? Of course, you can do this by marketing or by sales, by putting pressure on the sales. But it's really important also to expand your service or your goods, not to be on the same palette of service that you have since the beginning. If you have 1, 2, 3 years of activity, then you need to update your services to the request of the market. So be really attentive to this as well. And of course, also negotiate with your clients and suppliers and so on. This is the most important thing to remember, to negotiate the contract that you have. Maybe you can get better conditions in any place. Number 5 would be let's plan your investments, because it's really important to have a good cash flow, and that cash flow to be invested in something that really matters. If you can obtain a return of the investment quite good, then also helps you in improving your cash flow. Number 6 would be like this: maintaining an emergency fund. This is not applicable only to cash reserve, it's applicable to all type of emergency fund. It's really important to have it for bad days. And number 7, in having a good cash flow, it will be automate financial procedures, let's say. Automatic invoicing, automatic way of seeing the payment from the clients, automatic software for accounting, and so on. Basically, all this is helping you to improve, but as you may know, each activity is unique and you need to adapt and adjust everything that I said to your business. These are some general ideas, but for pointed out solutions, maybe it's better to look for a financial consultant or for an accountant or for somebody that can really help and can really look into your accounting, not only into your field of activity. And now, as a bonus tip, as you all may know, these strategies may seem or may look quite simple, but only an entrepreneur can know how difficult it is to maintain a positive cash flow and how many struggles they had to manage to do this. As I said before, there are some funds that you can receive in your business, and when I'm talking about funds, I'm meaning funds from investors, funds from banks as loans or other type of funds, and also funds from governmental and European projects. For this, for the latest category, MBV put on its palette of services a new service, which is Abonnement Fonder 500 or Grant 500, through which if you give us the financial statement, the field of activity, and some other pointed out solutions, for your specific activity and business, then one of our consultants will make you an analyze and will send you a plan where you can see what funds you can attract in your business, even if you are a foreigner, because these funds are also for foreigners. So you just book on consultancy if you want, or just buy directly the abonnement 500, Fonder 500, and somebody from our team will contact you as soon as possible. Do not forget to subscribe, to share, and if you have comments, please put them in the comment area. Thank you very much and have a great day.